terrible.
Day 4.
4.
DJX. Wow. 2024. And we have I don't know what to say. We're just blessed with someone that's not a DJ.
That's it. That's it.
He's an
If you're looking
artist.
for a DJ here, I'm not it.
Yes. How
Wow.
you doing, Mike?
Good, man. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing good,
Right
Mike.
Mike,
Jay.
I'm gonna say this to you. You say you're not a DJ.
Yes.
But we interviewed a lady that plays the grand piano at weddings.
Yeah.
And brother, she told us stuff that we knew she was a DJ because she said she didn't just like to stop songs. She would transition.
Hey.
And don't musicians transition to another beat?
It's funny that you say
So
that
you
because I
the-
do that.
You do the same thing?
Yes, I do.
Instead of just dropping down to that next tempo, you smoothly go to the
Yep.
next song to keep your
Yep.
audience engaged. So you know what we do.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay, now that we got that straight, you
So
are
DJ Mike, tell us about yourself.
Yeah. So I've been playing music since I was, I would say 25, 30 years. Started playing drums, and then wound my way up into playing guitar and singing, and but I played live for probably the past 25 years or so, and love being out, love the crowd, love the feeding of the crowd, and how their reaction kind of changes how I play.
Those sound like DJ-ical tendencies.
Yes, but
Yeah.
but he,
Well, because I think we're all connected in some way. It's like, even though I'm not on a turntable or anything like that, but it's the same thing. It's like, if the audience is having a good time, if they're feeling it, you're feeling it, you're giving the energy, they're giving it right back.
So I'm going to ask you this, and it may be putting you on the spot, but you said something that kind of stood out to me. You said you're a singer, right?
Yep.
So can you give us some?
Oh,
I knew he
No.
was going to do that.
not here. Not now.
He always does.
I'm just saying.
Come on, man. We'll sing
Not like
with
that.
you. Gladys Knight and the
Hey.
Pip.
My Lord. No. I don't want to get
So
caught
what
in
kind
some...
of music do you sing, though?
His hands start sweating. He's sweating.
I play a pretty wide variety, man, because
Okay.
so like a lot of the places I play, it could be a brewery, it could be a winery, it could be just something where, like, I'm always playing for a pretty wide audience. So sometimes it could be Johnny Cash, sometimes it could be the Eagles, sometimes it could be Madonna, sometimes it's Katy Perry, sometimes it's Taylor Swift. It all just depends on what the genre is, what people are sort of looking for. So I watch the crowd, and as I kind of see what's going on,
So you're a solo artist performing these songs, or you in a band?
I do solo. I have some duos, and then if I'm playing drums, yes, I play in a band doing that. So yeah, different interactions
Wow,
for different
very-
things.
So how many instruments can you play?
3. So I do
Drums,
little keys, drums, guitar, yeah, and then do some vocals when I'm doing it. Yeah.
Okay.
So what initially got you into playing instruments?
Oh man, that's a good question. I think I just loved I loved instruments, and I remember being a kid and, like, watching MTV and being like, wow, this is so cool, man. I love this, man. And just wound up wanting a drum set one day, and I had a great teacher, and when you have a really good teacher that inspires you, you just want to keep going. You want to keep doing it, and it
High school band, or
I didn't do high school. I was in bands in high school, but so yeah, like a lot of the stuff I did when I was younger was real heavy music, really hitting it, man. So I was always like really blessed with playing with a bunch of players that were sometimes better than me, that could keep pushing me to get better and better
heights,
and better.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So I've always been really thankful that I've had some great people that have allowed me to play along and not get discouraged. It's like, yeah, just keep going, man.
Yeah.
And
It's always good to have good
Yeah.
mentors. So, quick question: where do you apply your craft? Where are you from?
I'm from Connecticut. I live north central Connecticut in Enfield. It's about 10 minutes below Springfield, Massachusetts. So.
I was just up there a couple years ago.
Were you? Yeah.
For the Dirk went into the Hall of Fame. I'm a huge Maverick fan.
Yeah,
so
man.
I was in Springfield.
Yep. That's literally like right up the street from me, man. Yep.
So I have a question. No thoughts of ever being a DJ?
No. I mean, I've checked it out, and I'm like, yeah, show me how this, like, I've kind of seen I've just looked at it and just checked it out. But I'll never say never, man. Yeah.
And what brings you to DJX besides the EV on your head?
So I work for Electro-Voice, and I'm here to support, answer any questions. There's always a lot of folks that come through, and they want to know about the gear and know what it does, and so that's.
So
that's
you're
what
an
I'm here.
ambassador.
Yeah, ambassador. I do sales with EV. I do trainings with EV and these events as well. So it's a good little mix, you know.
So
And
you've been up to Minnesota.
I have, yeah. Yes, we've been up there. Yeah, it's a good place, man. You know, I've never been there in the cold bitterness of the winter. But,
I know. Somebody's trying to get me to come up there for
actually,
a training in November.
You're like,
I was like,
yeah, November night might not be terrible, but
what?
February,
Man, it starts snowing
February, I don't know. You know,
My wife is from Muskegon. Brother, it starts snowing in September.
yeah.
Yeah. But Connecticut, well, you're from the cold, so why would it even matter?
It's not actually. It's been pretty mild here lately.
Yeah,
hasn't it?
last year was pretty mild too. So
we've had a few mild years. You know, everyone keeps going. Yeah, we're due for one. It's like, okay,
yeah,
well,
just like we're due for a bad summer in Texas, but we haven't. We've had some heat, but not like where we had 40 days over 100.
I just had my buddy. He's from Austin. He was just hanging out the other day. He's like, shows me the temp. He's like, it's 80 something degrees, and I'm like, wow, that's
beautiful.
Usually it's like, oh yeah, we're on our 35th 100 degree day. You know, like it's a record.
We set them every year.
Yeah.
So give us a takeaway from the show this year.
I think I love like the camaraderie of everybody together here. I'm sure it's all in certain areas it's competitive, but I like how everybody I love like how everybody's so friendly with one another. I love it just seems like everybody's very passionate about what they do here. Very very professional, and I like there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of people interested in stuff. So that makes it fun. Like I said, it's like playing music. It's like if people are asking and if they're kind of just in their thing and really like keeping you going and you're not just standing around like kind of it makes it fun.
Oh no, that place
man,
it's a jungle when it gets going.
And when the music's going, how can you not like be this is awesome.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, no doubt.
Sensory overload.
No doubt. Yep.
So go ahead, Mike.
So what is it that you like about working with EV? How is the culture?
Culture's phenomenal. It's a great group of folks. You've got some folks that have been there for a long time. They really know the history, and it's like every day. You feel like you learn something new. I've been with them for 5 years, but there's definitely some longevity with folks that've been there for much longer. So they're really. Well, I think the one thing I can say, the product is phenomenal. I mean, even as a player, going out and using this stuff as my own testimonials, it's like, man, it's built phenomenal. It works for everything that I do, and I think people that use the product as well, when I get them excited about it and they get their hands out, they're like, wow, this is great. So product's great, people are great, just a great culture, man.
So as a reviewer of product, what did you think, or did you have any input on them putting a direct DI in the back of the new speakers? And what do you think about that as a solo guy? You can go directly, not have to have a DI switch box and all.
I didn't have any influence in it, but I love it. The features on it's on Evolve 30Ms, 50Ms, and then it's on the
new
G2 and also on Everse as well. It's set up different on Everse and on here, but it's the same kind of thing. But I like it because. Yeah. Especially for a guitar or any instrument, it just gives you a lot more output.
You ain't got to go and I don't have to go get a DI box for this guy that's want to play at a wedding. And I'm like, man, this is a great feature.
Yep.
I don't think Mike quite understood, because I was like, man, this is great because, no longer do I have to go grab a DI box, or did you bring your DI box? We got to run this, run that. It's
your
directly into the speaker.
Yeah, a lot more output, and then also, I mean, even having, I use a live condenser mic, so having phantom power on those units as well is awesome.
They hooked these up. They went in there, technology, the lights, being able to you can't turn up the wrong channel. You got to mash the button to change the channel. Bluetooth connected. I don't know how that would go for you as far as.
One thing I will say that I think is always an overlooked feature with G2, Everse, Evolve is the app. It's called the Quick Smart app by EV.
He downloaded it.
Once you start using that,
yeah.
you won't ever touch the back of that speaker unless you're going to turn it on or turn it off.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
one of the
great.
best features that you have.
It is, and it's an overlooked feature, and I think it's something with some players just like, oh, I don't know about getting into that digital world, and it's like you have to embrace it because it's
yes, you have to embrace technology.
Yeah,
technology is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And what if they decide to take away all the back and you have to operate everything through your phone?
I'm completely fine with it because I've used this enough to know that like it never not works. It's always going to connect. As soon as you've connected to that, next time you turn it on, it's right there, you know.
Beautiful.
Okay, so we definitely want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you guys.
And sitting down with us. Do you have any closing statements?
Any gems you would like to share with our audience?
Any gems? No.
What is something that Mike Rau, is that how you
Rau,
say it?
yeah.
How you say it? Yeah. Mike Rau. Lives by.
Man, you know, I just feel every day you can get up and I feel blessed that you can get up and be with these guys, and just every day when you get up, it's like you're not selling vacuum cleaners, you're not selling insurance, you're selling music products, you're hanging with musicians. That's a good day, man. You know, you got to really put it in perspective. You know, so
it really is.
Yep.
Well, all right. Hey, Mike.
Hey, man.
Oh, no. One more other thing.
What's up?
He's a musician, may not hit well with a lot of DJs, but in case you need some advice on some speakers, if you decide to start singing or playing instruments, how can they get in contact with you, Mike?
You can contact, I'm at mike.rau, R-A-U, at us.bosch.com.
Oh, he truly works for EV.
Yeah.
Bosch.
So we want to thank you guys. Again, this is day 4 at DJX 2024. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you, brother.